So we're doing the clap. We're getting into this right now. So I actually want to know, before we even get started, how much time do I get with Mr. Celebrity Angus here? Like a minimum hour? Is that fine?
I'm not doing fuck all night. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. Okay, as long as you don't have to go. Because like with Duff, he only had an hour to do it. So like people got schedules. I understand. So that'll be happening. Yeah. So I remember the last time, just to recap in case people don't know, because there's some new people in chat who aren't in the Smash scene, so they don't know. So this guy and I were having a talk about, I remember we were talking about gatekeeping, and I thought it was a pretty interesting conversation.
Oh yeah, and I absolutely rinsed you. I remember that.
Yeah, you're so base and red-pilled, man. So yeah, we were having a conversation. Angus thought it was a debate, so he thought there was a competition on the line. There clearly wasn't. It was two people having a conversation about ideas.
I won. Don't forget that. Don't forget the fact that I won.
If there was competition, I would have been playing way harder. But regardless, I think even if he did win, I thought it was still an interesting conversation. I kind of wanted to, when I said like, yeah, well, not even just that. I want to segue into like, because I actually think it was very interesting. The idea of like identifying with a community is kind of what I want to talk about. Because I actually think your gatekeeping idea is interesting. And I actually thought about it more critically. And maybe I was just blue-pilled before. Like, maybe Angus was fucking Morpheus giving me a pill. But, like, I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? What is... It made me think about the ideas of, like, what is successful participation? Like, how does one achieve belonging in a community? Is what I was thinking about. Because that's high-key what your argument was. And the more you argued it, even though you were memeing, I was unironically like, you know what? He's making some sense. Because some people, no, dude, it's true. Some people will be in the melee scene and be like, man, fuck H-Box. And like, that's all they really contribute. Like, is that someone you really want in the community if they're spreading like, you know, misinformation or like hatred?
If you can make money off of them. Yes, they're allowed in the community if it's for the Summit Compendium and they're spending money. You sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean,
nobody's ever gonna care. You know, like sorry if that's all you have to say. Like no streamer's gonna care about you.
True.
You're not gonna find any friends in the community because if you're just gonna be like, if that's who you are, like too bad.
That is what Twitch shit sounds to me. Yeah.
Spend as much money at the Summit Compendium shop. Subscribe to as many Smash streamers as you possibly can. That's and then leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, because I was also thinking about it too. Like, one thing I remember, I was talking about I was talking to Greg about it, and I was like, yo, because him and I were having like how we were having the same argument. I was having this argument with him where he was trying to say like, yeah, if you tune into the streams and watch Smash, like, you're a smasher. I'm like, are you though? I'm like, just because you watch if you don't go to a tournament, are you even really a smasher? But can you call the 100,000s of people that don't go to tournaments that tune in to Pound Genesis 8? Are they not smashers? So then I asked him, like, well, what the fuck is the metric for being a smasher, period? Like, what do you have to do?
Isn't that up to the individual to decide? Anyway, I think if you identify too much with any community, you're cringe. I think that, like,
that's what we're getting onto. Yeah, no, I definitely want to get into that. I'm like, why? Like, tell me. I'm actually curious. I like that.
Why would I want to say I'm a smasher? That's all I like. You know, why would I like sort of pigeonhole myself like that and say that, like, oh yeah, that's who I am. I'm a Smash player, epic style. Like, yeah, I do lots of other shit too. You know what I mean? Like, do I have to be just a smasher? But the issue is like, Smash is one of those communities where it draws a lot of people that have been typically outsiders in like everyday life, right? So they're looking for something that they can attach themselves to. They're looking for a bit of identity because they're usually also young, right? They're usually like, you know, young kids and looking for an identity to sort of have and like a community that they can sort of latch onto. But that's cringe. Don't do that.
Yeah,
you can be a Smash player all you want. Like, I don't care.
What's the cringe part? Because I think you're correct, but like, can you elaborate of like, because like, I think I feel like people. This isn't disrespecting people's intelligence, but I do think some people might be like, what is being cringe? Because I think cringe can like.
Do you want me to define what cringe is?
No, that's impossible. It's like analogous to whatever like you're talking about specifically. But like,
okay,
and I just mean in this case, can you define cringe? I think it would be important moving forward. Like, what is identifying with Smash? What makes it cringe? Like, what is the cringe point of when you're identifying too much with Smash? That's my more specific
with anything question. In general. Like, what is the cringe point? I don't know. Do you want me to get you like how many times you bring it up in a month?
No, that's perfect. No, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, no, that's what I mean.
I'm not gonna. Joe, it's impossible for me to give you an actual metric of when you were being cringe. That's not how it works.
No, come on.
What I'm saying is over identifying with one particular thing is just sort of cringe. Like, why would you say, "Oh, that's a smasher"? Like, okay, well, why would you go out in the world and say, "This is all I have to offer you numbskull"? You know what I mean?
Okay, no, I actually just don't think I was listening properly. Now I kind of heard what you said there made more sense when you repeated it to me. Thank you. Because
right, but like I don't consider myself to belong to any community whatsoever, right? Because like why would I? Like, you know, I'm not going to be claimed by one thing. Like, sure, if you're Mango, yeah, you make a lot of money by being epic smasher, but like,
yeah,
you know, Mango, all he knows, and all he does is smash. Even Mango, the guy we know, is all he does is smash. It's probably not true.
you fucking did that on purpose. There's no way. Why do you have that giant ass jug of water? Like, you have a pitcher.
This is what I always drink out of.
There's no. So you went from the mason like glass to fucking giant ass pitcher.
Yeah, this is plastic.
Well, actually, that's smart. I'm very happy.
I switched to this the day after I fucked up my hand.
Dude, I know. Can you tell that story really quick? Not to segue, but
yeah, sure. I don't care. Fuck.
Please. It's funny. It's very funny.
I was in the shower. I was drinking out of a mason jar because I was thirsty. Why didn't you drink the water? Because I don't want to drink hot water. Too bad. Why did you wait to get out of the shower? Fuck you. I do what I want. Whatever. I'm not gonna. Why do I have to conform to what you think is acceptable? Anyway.
True.
Drinking water out of a mason jar in the shower. I drop it. It hits like I have like ledges in my shower. Hits that as I'm catching it, and it shattered, and it just like completely like sliced my hand from like here all the way down to here, and I had like a bunch of nerve damage and stuff. It's pretty epic style. Couldn't play Smash for a couple months.
Dude, I'm so sorry. I know fucking like we were all scared. I'm glad you're okay. That's the only reason we can laugh about it now, because it's like the thing with fucking.
I laughed at it at the time. Right? I thought it was hilarious. I was fucking making jokes to the doctor. I asked the doctor. Yeah, I asked the doctor if this was enough damage that I did to my hand that I would be able to feel when a storm was coming. Like, you know, when people like lose like limbs and stuff, they say like they can like feel like the rain coming in their bones and stuff. But I asked him if I get some cool drugs at least, and he said no. I was like, do I get any epic drugs? And he's like, no. I guess if you like if you call them sick drugs, like that immediately puts you on a list of people that.
Dude, you're the
drugs. You know what
Can I just say you're the only person who I believe you when I think the words you exactly used were epic drugs. Like, you probably literally said that word for word.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
Maybe not. I don't think epic was like commonly.
You probably did say cool drugs, which I agree maybe would put you on like the maybe don't give this guy cool drugs.
Yeah, but I didn't have any pain, so it was fine. I like did enough nerve damage that it like didn't hurt.
Dude, well, thank God. I'm glad you're fucking fine. It definitely was like, oh shit, like slice up your hand, cut open nerves. Sounds like, oh God.
It was not that bad.
Oh, that was your.
I was being a little baby about it.
Well, freaking. So yeah, I wanted to let people know about that because I think it's
my injury, the time that I cut my hand.
Yeah, I think so because I
think
it gives you character.
Identity, Joe? Is that my identity, Joe?
You don't know. According to you, that would be cringe. Honestly,
yeah, it's cringe.
So are you saying that people who over-identify are like as stupid as someone identifying to the cut in your hand? Is that the comparison you're making here?
No. But I'm saying like when you become, I don't know, maybe this is stupid. Maybe people are gonna disagree with me. I don't really care. I don't know, whatever. But like I feel when you say like I'm a smasher, like you limit yourself like on a subconscious level to like that's all you know yourself to be, and then like you end up putting like too much weight into your tournament results, and you play too much, and you cringe, and you cry when you lose, and you become a baby. You know, I feel like that's part of it, at least to a certain degree. But like, also, I don't know, labels are dumb.
Honestly, no, dog. That's thank you. That's literally what I'm looking for.
Like labels are okay. Labels are okay if you need to like find a sense of belonging, because like I know when you're like in that age where like a lot of these viewers are, when you're like late teens, early 20s, like it's kind of a difficult time for a lot of kids, and a lot of kids are just figuring stuff out. And like those labels can sort of help be a sense of comforting and help you with a self discovery. Sorry, but taking them too far is cringe, bro. Just move on. It's fine. I hate when people try to attach labels to me, like, oh, you were epic, you were this, you were, you know, I'm not going to do it because I don't want to sound like I'm bragging about my...
No, you can do it. I know you don't beat it.
I don't want to sound like I don't want to sound like I'm bragging about my super cool life. But I don't want to be identified by any of the things that I do, because like that's not, I feel like at my core that's not who I am. I'm not, you know, any of those. And I am more than what I knew, and I feel like you sort of disregard that. Maybe that's a stupid argument. I don't know.
No, I definitely think I don't think I fully agree with like 100% of what you're saying, but like
That's fine. You don't have to.
no,
It's
like
personal,
exactly.
right?
Yeah. But the thing is, I really resonate with a lot of the shit you're saying in that. I do think a lot of people who get into this game young they get in at the point where they're so impressionable that they're just looking for any like because people are just so lost most of the time. Like they're just
Well,
I don't
even think it's an age thing, right? Like I feel like a lot of these.
I think it kind of is. Most smashers when they come into the scene, I would argue people like Lincoln. I think are more rare these days. I think most people find it like
back in the day,
high school,
was
college.
Like 16.
Yeah, it was like 16 to 20. I would agree. Like the
back in the day,
late teens, like
those when I started playing.
Yeah, that's dude. I also started playing.
Right.
Was I 18? Yeah, I think I was around 17, 18 is when I started playing.
16, I think. I had a driver's license, so.
But the truth is, I'm not trying to brag, but like I never ever wanted to be identified as a smashing was like my secret hobby. I didn't really tell anybody that I did it because I was doing a bunch of other shit. I was like in piano, I was singing, I was in like playing multiple sports, I was in the musical, so like I did that shit. So I was Oh, good night, Sarah. Thank you for tuning in. Good night. Have a good night. Sorry, it's a new viewer. Yeah.
I don't know. I also feel like having secret hobbies is cringe.
Having secret hobbies is cringe. Yeah, you know what? That's cringe. That's cringe from different from what we're talking about, though. I agree that is cringe.
That's also cringe. But like, just tell people like nobody cares. And if people, you play Smash Brothers, they're like, yeah, like you'll probably like, you know what I mean? Like if I say, oh yeah, no, I play Smash Bros. Man, like, ugh, that's gross. You'd be like, okay, well, your opinion on absolutely everything has made me invalid by the fact that you're like a closed-minded idiot. So I'm not gonna care what you think anymore. Goodbye.
Man, I was gonna say,
you know what I mean?
I agree, but the way you phrased it makes me think that you like care what they think because that was phrased so like.
No, I don't. No. If somebody says like, "Ooh, you play Smash or something," okay, like okay, goodbye. Like what?
True.
Okay. Like what do you do? You know. But it's always people that are insecure about the fact that they like don't have anything going on. Because a lot of people are like that. A lot of people just got nothing going on upstairs.
Dude, you know what? I honestly feel why I think I resonate too with why I also don't like to identify with communities because this comes out to all the super introverted nerds. In high school, Smash was the thing that I was like, ooh, you're into that, cringe. It was more that I really liked Yu-Gi-Oh! At the time. Like, I liked it a fuck ton when I was in early high school. Are you
saying, oh, you like Smash? Oh, I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Smash is cringe.
No, I didn't say that. I'm saying, like, my cringe thing...
interesting... Okay,
No, my cringe thing wasn't Smash. I'm trying to say, like, no one knew that I played Smash, but people knew I played Yu-Gi-Oh! And
are you playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Now? Do you play the phone one?
I do play the phone one. I don't play the game anymore. Like the actual card game, all my friends, one of my friends got married that I played with, and like they're all doing other shit, so they're doing great. And I don't play the game either because all my friends stopped playing. And I only played Yu-Gi-Oh! As long as I did, and I even played Smash for as long as I did because of the community. Exactly, right? Like,
really?
Yeah, pretty much just the people I hang out with. Like I do not play the real card game at all anymore. I just play the app for fun every now and then. Like nothing crazy.
Like you would say that you're part of community because of the people?
No, I would like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community.
Like you said, you're part of like this reason you played Smash so long is like the people.
Yeah, the Smash community for sure. The local one.
Really?
I think there's a difference though. I actually think nationally and like globally and locally to me are different because every local scene has its own culture. This is true. Yeah. Every local Smash scene is very different. Like the people that make up and like the jokes that get made and shit like that. Like SK at the roast of Paul. Smash scenes don't always do roasts. Like that's a relatively newer concept, right? So like
yes, Joe.
So why do I feel like
put you on Reddit for being cringe?
Well, I'm not done my point yet. Why am I cringe?
I don't know. I just felt like doing that.
Oh, fine. I'll get fucking owned by it. Yeah. But no, yeah. Like the thing is, I really, really think that it's way harder. You have to be at a certain level of like have a certain knowledge of yourself to feel that like you're not identified by what you do. Because I think the reason a lot of people identify with what they do, and I actually will agree, get very cringe when they say they're a gamer or a Smash. Like when people wear gaming t-shirts, I'm like, bro, we all play.
You wear a gaming t-shirt? No. T-shirts are epic and based. Okay.
Oh, you're confusing me on every level. Well, I was done my point, but continue. What are you saying?
I'm gonna jump to you there. Like, I think it's very important to have t-shirts of things that you like because that is cool. I think like that is self-expression, and yeah, but it's not like you're not wearing a t-shirt that says I am a smasher. Like you don't have it as like your fucking bio. Like I'm just saying like don't put too much weight into those things, but. If you want to have things that you like on a t-shirt, that's epic. Do that.
But like, if they wear it like everywhere they go.
If you're doing it to no, okay. So here's the issue: is the intention
What's the issue?
becomes an issue.
Yeah. Tell me.
If you're intending to do it to like make people think that you're cool, like you're probably an idiot and nobody cares. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Pretty savage, but yeah.
If you do that, and like if you, like I, like ask myself if I have a T-shirt or I want to buy a T-shirt, it's like, are you doing this just because it's cool? And the answer is always no, because I am faultless. I make no mistakes, and I'm awesome.
True.
I'm there's still that seed of doubt, and that seed of doubt makes me so mad that maybe there's a tiny little shred of myself that's doing this to be cool. And if that's the case, like, you're not cool. That's not what being cool is about.
Dude, I think you're hitting on something huge. I feel like you're digging a hole to the bigger point. I'm actually starting to see it myself that, like, at what point?
I have no idea. I haven't thought about this like that much before, Joe. So I'm just gonna like.
No, I mean, I think the fact that
as we go along,
the fact that it's ad hoc is like, I think that makes it better, because I feel like it's coming naturally. Like I feel like I've thought about these things throughout my entire life as being a smasher. Really, I've actually always thought about it. It's like, I want to think about that seed of doubt. I think that's a super interesting thing you're hitting on.
No, the seed of doubt that you think that you're cool. Like, am I doing this for cool? Like,
yeah.
Am I doing this for cool? Is like a tiny little,
and the back. Exactly.
Yeah, but like, there's always going to be some sort of like self-doubt. It's humanity. Like, too bad you can't get around that. You just got to be able to shut that shit down pretty quickly. But yeah, no, like, the issue is like, yeah, that's a huge no-no. Don't do stuff because you think it's cool, okay? That's what, like, HBox did for years, and that's why everybody hated him.
True. And now he just kind of does his own thing and makes a lot of money, but I think through finding himself,
and everybody likes him now.
Yeah.
Whoa, what? The second he was an actual, genuine human being, he regained some respect amongst people. What? Whoa, epic.
Dude, being genuine is hard. I would argue, I think it's one of the most difficult things that gamers and smashers can do. Being genuine is, like, difficult.
I don't know if it's being genuine, but it's just me, like, coming to terms with you're, like, not as cool as you think you are. I'm the exception.
Dude,
but
that's a melee thing. Okay, you're unbased, but you're red belt. But like, this is the thing. No, dude, you're talking like, this is the cringe where I have to bring it back to melee. It's a gaming channel. Okay. I have to. Sure. But like, this is the thing. It's just like melee. What you're saying about what you think about yourself is just the way of getting good melee is, right? You know, you think you're fucking hot shit when you learn how to wave dash.
You're bad at everything.
No, you're bad. You're horrible at melee.
You're bad at everything you do. The only way to move forward is to accept that you're worthless.
Yeah. That's literally how people get into. That's getting into competitive melee, and most people quit because they can't realize that they suck ass at it, and they like it, but they're ass. And once you learn that you're ass in the grand scheme, there's only like 15 people in the world who could say they're like good. You know,
it's not just melee. That's like literally.
No, it goes into life. I'm saying it's like, that's another thing, like a metaphor I can make that makes sense to me. You know, like the fact that we all believe that we are much better. We think we're better than we are, but we're actually. That means high key growth.
I don't do that.
Right?
I'm the exception.
You're the exception. You're the exception.
I don't do that. Yeah.
That's right. You and your crooked aviators. You're the exception.
I'm so crooked. I just want to change them. I don't know if it's like the lighting or something. No, my face is not crooked. You guys didn't see that.
No,
you guys
didn't see my
face.
You're built different, Angus. You're
I'm not like that. I'm not like that. I'm built different. Yeah.
And it's true. But I think this relates to you very well as a person in the community. I feel like you are. Yeah, no, dude. I think you are the most unapologetically yourself out of any other smasher in the entire scene. And I mean that in a good way. I don't mean that in a bad way. I think for better or for worse, you piss people off because people don't.
No, I don't piss people off. What are you talking about?
You pissed me off.
I pissed you off. But I try to piss you off because it's funny.
Yeah, no, it's true. That's true.
You're an easy mark.
You also never do it maliciously. That's because I'm being gaslit every day I wake up in the morning. Like, the whole world is against me. Like, everyone's making, like, I'm fucking batshit insane.
I don't try to be malicious.
No, you've like never been malicious with anybody unless someone says something bad.
I'm only just trying to be funny.
Which is fine.
Like, yeah.
But like, I definitely think it's interesting because I feel like you've never really. I feel like you always poke fun at people that do things that are cool at the moment. Like, you never. What? I don't think you've ever, like, at least my read is that I feel like I've never seen you do something because you think you're like, oh, this is cool right now, and it would be funny if I said it. You just, regardless if it's funny or not, you just like, well, because I feel like you poke fun at it. You do it all the time, but I feel like everything you say is like ironic online, at least. Like, I don't think I've ever heard you say something genuine and just truthful to people on Discord.
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing. All the
in real life, you do, but Discord.
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Everything that I say online is actually more genuine and truthful stuff that I say in real life. It's just a crisscross.
Is this I'm calling this VOD gaslighting, because that's what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. You think you're so fucking tough, eh? Just taking a vape, fucking looking at me there. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. But also, I'm actually learning a lot, like, because I don't know. I also want to put a counter argument. I think that identifying by something you do, I think for some people like Mango, like HBox, like
I don't think
them identifying with their hobby so strongly has created their identity, but it's through the culture and the people that it gets molded into something positive. But I think
that you also have to take into perspective that is their identity that you see.
Actually, that's
true.
They
let you see.
They're actually not like that from what I've heard from other people, at least. Like when they're not streaming or playing Smash.
Exactly. It's what you see, right? Like everything's an illusion.
Yeah, even some people who see me on stream that don't like. There are like a few people who don't know me in real life.
Life as you are on stream.
Sorry?
You're the exact same in real life as you are on your stream.
No. Yeah. I'm definitely more amped up. If you actually do see me at a tournament, I'm actually like
you're much
in my group of friends I'm chilling, but like I'm not fucking like going
you're not yelling at everything all the time. Yo, you're not sitting at your no, Joe's the exact same way as
no, dude, I don't dude not
no, let me finish. He's playing on his Game Boy and he's sitting alone and nobody's talking to him and he's like, yo, you guys see that? That was sick. And nobody's listening to. He's the exact same.
That was cutting, because that is actually what I do. There'll be nobody around. I'll be like, yo, and then I remember, I'm like, wait, it's just me by myself.
No, yeah.
But I just get so excited. I gotta express it outward. But no, Angus, I think we high-key have that in common, I would say. Is that
very expressive? Yeah, you can tell.
I actually agree, very expressive, but also I feel like I've never done anything to be cool. I've done things for money, but I've never done things to be cool. There's a difference.
To be cool. I think there's a difference. I think there's something wrong. I've done lots of stuff to be cool. That's how you get cool. So you end up being cool. You just throw shit at the wall and see what sticks.
I want to write that down. That's actually it's a dope ass lesson. That's guess and check, but with life.
Okay. I think that's just sort of a thing that becomes with being a guy. Like if you're not in the if you're this is unironically red pilled, but
I'm listening. You got me on board. I'm here.
If you're a guy and you don't play epic hockey and you're not like super handsome or anything, like your social currency in high school is so much less, and you feel like not a sense of like.
This is a Canadian thing, by the way. The States won't get it because in the States it's other sports.
It's like basketball. Like if you don't fit with that like top echelon of like the school social hierarchy, like you feel a little bit of inadequacy, and you want to find like ways to make yourself like different like that. And it's like a coping mechanism. At least it was for me, where you like want to be epic and cool and different. To like, I'm being really open, probably because I don't know who's in chat, but you want to be epic and cool and different, right?
Yeah.
So you try to craft an identity for yourself by like listening to music that the needle drop tells you to listen to, and wearing clothes that you saw were cool on FA, and but eventually
this is awesome. I'm listening.
Yeah, but eventually, like so, I did all of those things. Hold on, let's see how my buddy put it. Oh yeah, you just do those things that is an extension of your ego to like.
Oh.
Right, but eventually, but whether it's positive or negative is like completely up to the person. It's completely where you go onwards from that. I know this is a huge tangent or whatever, but like I'm still very grateful for the for making, even though maybe I didn't like Death Grips that much for the first 40 times I listened to it. It develops some sort of skills and like understanding what you want out of life. And I think there's nothing wrong with doing stuff that you like, doing stuff to be cool that you don't actually like to be cool, because it teaches you what you do like. And I think just that sense of experimentation builds strong character. But you have to build a strong character afterwards, otherwise you just cringe.
Dude, honestly, man, that is the most crazy, like, roundabout way I think I've ever heard of someone finding out who you are. So you tried shit that you didn't actually like that much, but you made yourself like it, but through participating in that, like, social
you just find
ecosystem.
Out what you want and what you don't want.
Yeah, and then you figured out what you wanted, like, truly, but because you didn't like it. And you figured out more of, like,
I don't think your brain is like, again, this could be like my own personal bias, but I think when you're 18 years old, your brain isn't capable of being like a secure person. Or 17 or 16. I don't think that like I don't think it's like I don't think it's in the chemistry for you to be like a real solid individual and real like strong in your beliefs and your morals and like build a solid character. I just don't think it's possible.
I've pseudo studied it. I genuinely do think that based on how your parents raised you, like on the very critical parts of your like personality development, the way that like you communicate in the household and the way that you see your parent, because let's be real, Angus, what's the first like genuine relationship you see modeled before you that sets you up for success with future relationships? It's your parents, right? Well, probably your brother too. Your brother and your parents. Those are your two, like, your familiar relationships are pretty much the foundation of how you communicate with other people. And through how you communicate with them and how you bring that like personality into the future people you communicate, the first person you become friends with, in my opinion, is what sets you up for success or failure in school. That's my hot take. If you made friends with a kid who has a lot of money,
wait. What do you mean by success in school? Like, do you mean like?
I mean, sorry, not grades, on a social level specifically, right? I'm talking about the social hierarchy that you're talking about. I think,
it's directly correlated to the first person that you're friends with.
I actually genuinely think
like
so.
A combination of your parents.
Yeah,
well, like you see the same thing. Can I burn you for a second here, Joe? Like, can I burn you for a second here?
Sure, you could burn me.
You definitely do see the same that sort of things with kids that have like quite older parents, right?
That's not a burn though. That's just truth. Like,
no, I'm saying that like they often have like I feel like they oftentimes are a little bit off, a little bit you know.
I have boomer parents, chat, because I know you guys have millennial parents. It actually it does affect me. I'll notice, like, Angus, you're right. We probably had a very different experience because you have millennial.
My parents were young. My parents were like my parents were like my age when they had me. So
my parents are old. I had super boomer parents. So like they were like 60s. They were 20, like in the 60s. Right. So it was like, oh shit. So that like has definitely affected me completely. I have different ideas of like, I have different values over work, like the workforce, compared to millennials. I think I owe companies everything. Angus, when I was a dishwasher, man, I was like, dude, I can't call in sick. Like, at the point, chat, don't do this now, this is bad, but like I would go into work almost like sick as a dog. One time, chat, since Angus like opened up, I'm gonna open up and give you some gross facts. I had an ingrown toenail. So if you don't know what that is, you can
tell us about your ingrown toenail at work on stream. Yeah, that's really epic and base pill.
No, but like, this is the thing, dude. So chat, if you cut your nail the wrong way, it can grow into your foot. And for all of 12th grade, I don't like doctors. So I was like, nah, fuck it. Like, I'm a Chad. Like, I can take this. So my foot would bleed anytime I hit something lightly because there's like a nail growing inside it. So basically, I would go to work and I had to change and buy new socks because I would keep bleeding through them like really bad. Because I would kick something and be like, ah. And I was like, no, I can't, like, I can't call off work to like get this surgery or if I'm sick. Because with boomer parents, you respect the workplace way too much. Like, you have to go to work no matter what. If I was sick, unless I was throwing up or losing a kidney, my mom was like, nah, you got to go to school. That's how it goes. Like, you owe everything to school. Like, you have to respect authority. That's how you do it. Yeah. And millennial parents are different.
I was definitely you've had your spiel about older boomer parents.
Give me the spiel.
I had younger parents, and yeah, you end up with not a great respect for authority, and not a great respect for authority, but I was always taught from a young age that I don't have to respect people that don't give me respect in turn, type deal, right?
So parents taught that. Man, that's a good lesson.
So teachers that like I didn't like in school that were like dumb and like clearly like I feel like a big issue with teachers. I'm gonna flame teachers for a little bit here.
Okay, you're on thin ice because my dad's a teacher for 25 years. My sister's also a teacher, and Yale's a teacher too.
Yeah, so Yale's not an idiot, so he's not gonna fall into this sort of thing.
Continue.
Like teachers are always like, okay, I feel like a lot of people go into teaching for the wrong reasons, and they just like end up like they're not like a lot of times like. There's not a great deal of like workforce experience that's required to become a teacher. Like you just go like sort of like to school, then to school, then to school, and then you're a teacher, and then you go back to school type deal, right? So I feel like a lot of people that are teachers don't have like a lot of stuff for themselves figured out. So they like just end up being like really weird and like crazy people. And like if you have a teacher like that, I was like, yeah, don't worry what they have to say. Just make him like maybe I probably made him a little too mad because I was kind of always a shit disturber in school. But
you totally were. There's no fucking way you didn't like piss off one teacher enough because they didn't get your humor properly. They're probably like 50, and you're just like, Yo,
Well,
that's
no, it's not
epic.
just so much they're boomers. It's just like I don't know, or like they're too jaded, or like there's just like always something. But if there's teachers like that, and they're just like being like that, I was always told that like whatever, who cares? These fucking idiots, who cares?
Dang.
And that's not a great mentality to have when you go into school. And yeah,
Dude, you're riling me up right now because I personally hate. I also think that the way that teachers, I think a lot of people are in it for the wrong reasons, or a lot of people just don't. I think you literally just gave the answer though. I don't even have to say it. I think more teachers just need more actual work experience and learning how to communicate. Because, dude, teaching is way more than just giving the material. There's no like, you have to learning how to communicate. Like, as someone who actually has had teacher like positions before, like I've done work where I've had to teach big groups of kids, and I've had to like. There's a lot of shit you gotta do, dude. You gotta like connecting because you can't just one size fits all, right? That's how you get that one kid that fucking flames you at all the other kids because you're being a dick and you're ignoring him because you think he learns by writing shit in the whiteboard and then just get in groups and talk with your partner. Like some kids don't like that. Some kids love it. Every kid learns differently. That's why teaching is like a very hard job to do because everybody's different as shit. And you got to make sure you like accommodate.
In like a perfectly idealistic world, every kid could be taught the exact way that they're meant to, but unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. And it's like a very important lesson to learn at a young age is that like society's not going to conform to you, idiot. Figure it out.
That is a bit honestly like this. That's up to Shneek and Lando. Like since you're still in like the beginning of high school, that is a big ass lesson. Is that I feel like I don't know who said this to me. A buddy said this to me, and it was deep as shit. But they were just like, you cannot be everything for everyone. It's the same idea of what you're saying, but like that is the same idea with teaching, and that's the same. That's why people sometimes won't like you, and it's not because you're a bad person. It's not because they're a bad person. Sometimes you just have certain qualities or values, and people will just not. You just won't get along.
Except everybody likes me.
Everyone, actually, to be fair, Angus, I don't know anyone who. I know people get mad at you, but I don't know anyone who's straight up dislikes
I have my suspicions that Nick doesn't like me, and Fry.
But no, Fry likes you. I think Fry just fucking hates you on the internet. That's a lot of people.
I like Fry, and if he doesn't like me, then that's fine. He has every right to do so, and I don't blame him in the slightest.
Yeah, no, Fry likes you. He's right. It's just like, again, it's just on the internet. Sometimes you like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes in the Discord you don't read the room, and then you drop something. It's like, Angus, that was not the time for that, buddy. We're like literally in the middle of a heated discussion.
Half the time I'm just like doing it on purpose, though, right?
Like, no, dude, I know that. Like literally everybody does.
Yeah, I got a story.
Story time, please.
So when Ultimate first came out, I was in the Smash Discord. I've been banned from the Smash Discord like multiple times, like probably 4 or 5 times. But I think I was hot off of an unban, and I was talking in general or whatever, and I was like, yeah, like my mom wasn't gonna buy me a Switch, so I just like yelled at her a bunch until she bought it for me. And I like went on like this long story about how like, no mom, I don't want to wait till Christmas. It was like November or whatever. Everybody's gonna get better. You have to buy me a Switch and Smash now so I can play with my friends. And I told her, I just like yelled at her and screamed. I told everybody in chat, like I just yelled and screamed at her until she bought me one. And I don't know if I'm gonna like leak who bit the hook.
Don't name drop. Just say what they said. Please don't dox them. Yeah.
They said, you call yourself a man, and I'm like, at that point, I'm like,
oh no, hook, line, and seeker. Fuck, he fell for it. No, God, that's not fair though, because new people. No, but if they don't know you,
no, this was not a new person, but
oh, they knew you, and they thought you were being legit.
Yeah. Well, maybe they didn't like know me well, but
they didn't know you then. No, I'd argue they don't know you.
But another big issue is actually, what was I gonna say? I completely forgot now.
I was just laughing that way, kid. You call yourself a man.
It was so funny. It was like the best experience ever. But another big issue that sort of arose from me like always trying to bait people online is eventually everybody's just on your turn to like completely ignoring me, and I just like couldn't have a conversation with anybody, and that's still the echoes of that are still apparent today in the Discord.
Damn. Well, it's because, dude, no one wants to be that guy. Who wants to be? You call yourself a man.
I don't know why. But sometimes I'll just like say something in the Discord, and I'll be like, even if it's like relating to the topic at hand, and just like nobody will respond. It's like, okay, cool, thank you. And like, it happens so much that like other people have brought it up to me, and they're like, what? Nobody ever responds. Like, yeah, I know it sucks. Or like, I'll say something in the Discord, and people will like bring it up at a later date, like, oh, that was funny. It's like, how come you didn't say anything? The fuck, bitch. But The best Discord person is Owen. I'm an Owen stan. I love Owen.
Yeah, that makes so much sense. Owen is definitely one of those guys. He's so
So slept on.
sarcastic. It's
So slept on. Like just lots of heaters. Like he said something the other day, and I was like, man, this guy don't miss.
he definitely. I don't really have any heaters. Only way I get a lot of clout on Discord, like in our server, is like when I just say something I don't think is sus, but apparently it's like really sus, and then I get like 8 reacts of like, "Did you just say that?" I'm like, "Fuck, man!" Like I don't know what I'm doing, Angus. I'm just trying to talk about something, and then I'm like, "This is normal, right?" And people go,
Jomans.
"No."
The Jomans.
I
also feel like I also feel like
I spent a significant amount of time building up my character in the Smash community as like an idiot.
You're tricking everybody. It blows my mind.
I feel like I don't want to say too much because I don't want to.
Except for Vince. Vince thinks you're a sweetheart.
I'm nice to Vince.
I can because he's a pilot. So you guys
he's a pilot. He gets the epic.
Vince is sick, dude. I love Vince. He's so dope. There's a lot of Smashers I like, but I think people hate the way I play. So
Vince kind of got a J-Mook vibe going on a little bit. You know, he's like clean cut, handsome with like the short hair.
He really is all of them. He's also very well mannered, and I feel like
he's like a J-Mook type guy. Like you know.
Like, I'm like cool. Too like spazzy sometimes. So like that's why I love having those people in my life. But like, you know, like Ryan Duff said it best, where he's like, "Yeah, dude, you're just like tweaking all the time." I was like,
I like Ryan Duff. Ryan Duff is a homie.
Ryan is sick.
I gotta tell you, I don't know if I've ever told you this story or if I've told this on the stream.
Please tell me.
When I first met Ryan Duff, I was playing Dash at a Melee local or whatever. I was like, it's Smash 4. I'm like kicking his ass or whatever. He's like, but you can't beat me in Melee. I can wave dash. And I'm like, oh, okay. He plays Link in Melee, and I just absolutely cook him. And he's like, all right, you know what? Let me get my brother.
No.
And I'm like, bring it on, bitch. Like, let's see. Like, get him here. I'll fucking rock him too. And it was straight. He was like so good at the time. He's like absolutely just rinsed me. Like not even close. Like it was fucked. He like 4-stocked me. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? It was the first tournament I'd ever seen him at. He ended up getting like second or something in that tournament. I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
Dude.
It was so funny. It was like so funny. It was like the classic, let me get my brother.
I can't believe
his brother rocks up. Right, like it's Ryan Duff at like 14. It's like, all right.
It's
all
on.
right.
Holy
it's on. Let's
fuck.
do it. Let's do it. He just fucking destroyed me. I wasn't even close.
Dude, that's so funny. Dude,
and then like Ryan Duff and I sort of like, we were like the only like, because I had younger brothers as well, so it was like the only like group of kids really at the tournaments at the time, and you know, we became like.
What happened to your brother, by the way?
We sort of hang out. We sort of hung out a little bit. We'll get to that later, but it was like Ryan and I sort of hung out a little bit until he came to my house one time. My mom made like spaghetti, I think it was. He didn't eat like any of the sauce on the spaghetti. He just ate the noodles, and I never spoke to him since.
Did you just call him? Wait, he didn't eat. He just ate raw spaghetti?
No, not raw spaghetti. Sauce? But like there was so much sauce
that he didn't
left on his plate at the end. It was so suspect. It's like. You don't like my mama's spaghetti sauce?
I'm gonna at Ryan like 2M and be like, "Did you eat that sauce?" Huh? At Ryan.
I bring it up all the time.
That's actually really funny. Holy shit! He never came over again. You didn't forgive him?
Actually, I actually unironically don't think he ever came over again. I think that was the last time he was here.
The spaghetti conundrum, bro. That's fucked up, man. What just tell him?
He came to my house. He came to my house, and I showed him a bunch of MDE videos. You know, $1 Million Extreme.
No, it sounds familiar for some reason.
Okay. Do you know who Sam Hyde is?
Yes, I've heard of that.
Okay, well, $1 Million Extreme is Sam Hyde's like comedy program. So I showed him a bunch of MDE, and he didn't eat my mom's spaghetti, and like that was just it.
He didn't like your video and didn't eat your spaghetti.
Actually, I was surprised. Like most people I showed it to, like didn't like it. Ryan Duff was yeah, he was laughing a little bit. I don't know if he liked it or not, because you know it's a kind of you know, but he laughed a couple times. Maybe it was out of pity.
That is so out of pity.
I'm not gonna say. Are you allowed to like that show? Is that like a politically correct thing? Are you allowed to like Sam Hyde stuff?
Dude, I mean, I had a political YouTuber phase that was pretty bad, so I'm not the person to ask. I listen to a lot.
Generally,
yeah.
Generally, I don't know. Politics are just cringe in general. I feel like.
I think I had a stream about this. I think there's definitely a way to like conduct political discourse properly, but you know who's a genius at it? If you want to ever learn how to talk about it, Ryan O'Connell, Mr. Afro, he gave like a masterclass on how to talk about politics. And if you're not educated enough, just don't bother. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Just don't bother. You're not going to get anything from it.
Actually, I just do like, I don't know. Sometimes I do it with boomers. Sometimes just see what they'll say. I just like, you just keep agreeing with them and they keep going deeper and deeper and deeper and you just see what they'll say.
It's true. Man, you're like camouflage like me. I can do that. I do that with everybody though, because it's actually so much easier to connect with people than you think. Like if you just hear somebody out, you don't have to agree with their views, but like if you just like kind of give the look of like you're just listening and you're attentive, like you can get to know people pretty well, even if they have like, not good views, like they're racist.
Yeah, and then you realize that like most people aren't worth getting to know.
Oh my, Kay, you were hurt. You need a hug or something. That's like somebody hurt you or betrayed you too much. Like,
no, I've never been. You don't get betrayed if you just like, because you can just like, if you can figure people out like even like marginally quickly, you just don't get betrayed because you just don't give those people the kind of time of day.
It's true,
but like
I think it's impossible. Though.
I don't know, Joe. I think there's a fat bell curve and like there's a whole lot of people on the wrong side of that bell curve for me. I don't like a lot of people.
What happened? Why do you think that?
I just don't like people. They're just annoying me. They just annoy me sometimes.
No, I'm an introvert too. I hate people too, but like I would say that there's not as many people on that side of the bell curve as you. I think every person, this will sound very manipulative, please don't take it that way. A lot of people have a purpose to play. And that purpose necessarily doesn't involve you, but like butterfly effect-esque, some dude who you think is a shithead.
Dig trenches.
What? Their purpose is to dig. Yeah, man, for the
dig
flood,
my trench. Take my garbage out. Thank you.
I mean, yeah, high key. Sometimes they might do that job, and I really do believe that every person does play a purpose, not necessarily involving you.
Yeah, they do serve a valid purpose. It's called being an organ donor.
I mean, that's actually pretty noble. Like, even if you think it's a shit, like I feel like that's noble. You
50% of people in the world exist only so that I have backup kidneys.
Okay, my question is, why do you need that many people to give you kidneys?
I don't know.
That's a lot of.
I don't know.
You got kidney problems, dude? I would hope not. No. Dude, I worry for that. If I have to ever pass a kidney stone, it's gonna fucking suck. I think about that. I'm like, goddamn. If that happens to me at some point, I get scared about it, dude.
You worry about having kidney stones?
Yeah,
you don't have kidney stones. There's no warning signs for kidney stones, but you're just like, better not have a kidney stone.
It can happen, man. I use
it could.
Bro,
I
use
WebMD.
WebMD.
Fall off because it's like necrosis. Like you don't see me worrying about it.
Bro, dude, I thought I had jaundice when I was like 14 when I WebMD'd it, man. I'm a hypochondriac, dude. I freak out about that shit.
Yeah,
I'm definitely like.
That's fair, but you hate the doctor.
But like, yeah.
But you hate the doctor.
Well, no, I don't hate the doctor. I think it's a stupid as shit if you hate the doctor. I just hate, like, just going. The hospital is like one of the more dreary places to go to. Then I'm like, man, just being here sucks. Like, it's just every way. It just gets you thinking too. It's like, yeah, one day I'm gonna be here for a fucking long time. So like the fact I'm like, I don't want to be here right now. Like, I'm gonna go in. My doctor's gonna be like, yeah, you fucking drank 82 Mountain Dews in a day. You have heart problems. Get out of here. And I'm like, all right, sweet. I just won't do that. I'll just move on. So I'm not in the hospital. You know what I'm saying?
What were you talking about? I wasn't paying attention.
Dude, no. I mean, like, you segued off to something. I feel like I was on right.
I don't know why I'm acting like this right now.
Yeah, no. Like, why do you think so many people on the opposite side of the bell curve? Like no memes aside, like, cause you've been real today. I just want to know, like, why do you think so many people are useless?
They just are.
They just are. Do you think you're influenced because people have like? I think anybody who says
you ever worked a job in like retail or like dealing with the public, you're like, wow, I'm amazed that this guy doesn't like. If this guy went to the doctor and it turned out he had like a bunch of worms living in his brains, like I would not be surprised.
I mean, I did work at RW Co for 3 months, and I did pretty much have my soul sold, because like when you have to smile, when the people enforce a smiling policy, that shit's fucking ass. I hate that shit. Don't make me smile.
I don't know. I talked to a lot of people, and like I don't know.
What?
Don't worry, none of you guys are like that. It's other people, none of you guys.
That's my guy. Thank you.
But
no, yeah.
I don't know. I just don't like people. I think a lot of people are dumb. I think a lot of people just like you said. I think one of the most important things in life is like being it's like one of the most important things in life is just like knowing that like you probably suck and you're probably a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And you should probably work on shit and like getting rid of that ego. But like a lot of people have a difficult time with that. I don't know if it's caused by some weird like generational like abuse or something. Like your your upbringing was fucked and like now you're just like this crazy person that I don't want to deal with. Or I don't know. Maybe this I think it's just like think about I've always just sort of looked at it, maybe this is overly cynical, but like think about how dumb the average person is and like half the people in the world are dumber than that.
You know what's a fucked up way to boost up your self-confidence? I'll say it. That sometimes I get like upset that I think this way. I think just like what you said, I'm also cynical. I'm also cynical in that way where I'm like, you know what? I'm pretty fucking stupid, but like there are some dumber people out there.
Yeah.
And those people
they can dig trenches for me and be my organ donors.
I'm not that cruel. I'm not like, man, you gotta do labor for me because you're stupid. I don't think like that. But like no, but I also think like, you know what? But there's
you don't meet a person and say like, wow, like if there's a war, I really hope I'm standing behind you.
No, Fry actually brings up a good point. It's good to assume you suck so you have a work ethic. That is why I have a work ethic. That's why I say I
don't have any work ethic.
Aren't you trying to be a pilot?
I have like the worst work ethic of like anybody I know.
Are you? Whoa, oh, dude, that's your head thing. That's not the reality. That's your brain.
No, that's probably the reality. My work ethic is terrible.
Aren't you being a pilot?
Yeah, it's really easy. Being a pilot.
So
really
yeah,
easy.
so you're putting down the amount of work you put in because it's not as hard, but you're still putting in work.
No, I'm not.
Dude, no, here's the honestly, you know what? This connects. Everything we've been talking about is actually funny enough. We've been segueing like motherfuckers, but it's actually all connecting. It is literally all connected.
If you were in 9th grade algebra, you do more work. You try harder.
Dude, 9th grade, you pretty much just like with some math classes, Angus, you don't even do the work. They just give you a formula sheet and you just put in the numbers. You literally just fill in the blank with what they tell you to do.
Joe?
What? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you actually hear me? I'm not sure.
Huh?
Okay, good. Are you just fucking with me or can you actually hear me? Because I have to make sure. Oh, shit. Actually, my stream is lagging. Okay.
It's Joe.
Maybe just so you're not arrogant. This is true.
You mute me? Okay.
No, I didn't mute you. What? Dude, are you fucking with me? Why do you do this? He's fucking with me. Okay, well, I have to be sure.
Hello?
I have to rejoin the call. Okay, I rejoined the call.
What the fuck happened?
Okay, no, did you actually not hear me? Or you gaslighting me?
No, I didn't hear you.
Okay, no, honestly, I left the call and came back. I wasn't sure. Even if you are, I want to make sure it's not like fucked up here. Okay, good.
No, I can hear you now.
Okay, good, sweet. Yeah, no, but fucking no.
That's a good idea. I might do that later. I gaslight you.
No, you've already won. I can't tell you anything. This is why I don't trust people sometimes. Stop, please.
This motherfucker's gaslighting me. I swear to God.
Oh no, God, I'm gonna explode right now.
God.
Why do you do this to me, Angus? I feel like I've paid you nothing but good faith, and most of the time I've known you, you even gaslight me in real life. Chad, this isn't even an online thing. I'm like talking to you. Angus? I think we're done here.
What the fuck is going on?
Oh my God! He left out me! The fuck? I'm sorry, guys. Start playing Brick Breaker. Okay, what are you doing? This is gonna be a nightmare to edit. I guess we're just keeping this in the video. I'm not gonna edit this, dude. Actually, oh, he muted himself.
Oh shit, hold on.
What? Oh, he muted.
Oh shit, hold on. My headphones broke.
Wait, did they actually?
Oh shit,
I can hear myself. No, you have to mute. You have to mute on your end.
Yeah, no, my headphones broke.
You. Okay, wait, did they actually break?
My headphones broke. That's why I couldn't hear you.
That's actually. Oh shit! I actually almost believe you. I don't know what to think anymore.
They did. I was like, kept going on your stream.
Oh shit! No, I wanted to say everything kind of connected in the way we were talking about community, and we were talking about how over-identifying is pretty cringe, and that sometimes a lot of people will use their communities to like, that's how they're trying to discover themselves, right? And I think you talking about, I think that a lot of people are dumb, and a lot of people are on the opposite side of the bell curve. They're only good for digging my trenches and my kidneys, I quote.
Yeah.
So like, I think all of this comes together in a nice bow where like, I guess the question I want to ask you right now is that is there a better way to find out who you are? Like, obviously, through the people we meet, through the communities we engage in, that's what I'm hearing from you, because you said, and I quote, well, I don't quote, I paraphrase, like, that you're like, yo, I listened to death groups 40 times that I liked it on the 41st time. I did things I thought that were cool and that other people would think is cool so I could get in with certain peer groups. I did all these things, and through that, I started to say, fuck all the shit that I'm doing, because this is awful. And you started, through doing what you didn't like, you just started to, you look like you're in a rap video right now. What's going on here?
Drugs.
Okay,
Continue.
Sorry. I'm on a good train of thoughts. I'm going to keep it going. But like,
that's how you find out what you're truly into is drugs. It's who you are. It's drugs.
For some people, this is actually true. Don't do drugs. But I'm just saying, for some people, that's probably how. Because the truth is, by doing drugs, even like the kids that used to smoke cigarettes outside high school, there's a pit, they call it the smoker pit, depending where you are. Or there's like the weed kids who are always baked after lunchtime and they're eating Subway and they're eating like 25 cookies. But it's through the people we interact with, through the communities that we join, that you formulate your personality through the different people that you meet. So so that's why I say, I almost think that over-identifying with your community itself is like, it's like a meta way of like losing yourself within yourself. I think. Because
what are you talking about?
I know I got lost in my own thoughts here because I'm trying to like link them, but basically from what I'm getting from what you're saying, Angus, I'm really liking the shit you're throwing down, which is like, it's through the people we interact with that make us who we are. It's not it is cringe to over-identify with a community, because it's the people you meet in that community and the common ground that you could talk about. That should be the focus, the people that you meet. It's through communicating with other people that we truly do find ourselves. But like, you could use
that is a huge blanket statement, and you can't say that about everybody. Maybe if that's how it works for you, that's great. But that's not how it works for everybody. You gotta like completely understand that. Like I'm the exact opposite. I find out who I am in silence by myself.
Dude, what I'm saying, that can be in silence. What I just said doesn't mean like communicating doesn't necessarily have to be like. I don't mean just by talking one another. I think also just participating in. I
think that's fine to say that for yourself, but to like not as like an overall blanket statement.
I actually would argue I think it can be. I think, but the way you interact with other people, interaction doesn't have to be just it's not just talking to one another, talking about what you like or what you did for the day, or like,
talking to other people, do you find your own, like how who you are? You can't say that. I can't say I've ever done that, Joe.
You don't think you've ever figured out something about yourself? You literally told me today about stuff you've never shared with other people by talking.
What?
Yeah, that's what I just talked about. You literally just did. You discovered something about yourself by being introspective, but sharing it with another person.
What the fuck you were talking about? Like, or
what?
Yeah, never mind. Okay, moving on. Never mind.
No. I'll continue. What are you saying? If you want to rebuttal me, I'm being rebutted, but I want to hear it.
What the fuck you're talking about? Oh, okay. So you were saying that I said that I discovered things about myself.
Yeah.
Am I talking to you? No, I think we'll have to check the VODs. We'll have to do some VOD review. We'll have to do some
VOD. No, but I'm just saying, Angus, you weren't saying something to prove to me. You were just making a statement about yourself, but it was something that was simply for you, but that like you bringing it out. Because, dude, a thought that you sometimes don't give life to is just like, it's just sound that falls on deaf ears, right?
What?
You know what I mean?
Right, we're not going to get into this. I disagree, but I think this is too...
Too what?
This is too complex of a topic to get into on stream.
I'm just saying, Angus, you're the one that brought it out of me. I'm loving it right now. I think you were ironically gaslighting me, but also saying some high-level shit at the same time, which I actually will give you credit. That is impressive. Because I'm actually thinking, like, I'm like... It's more, I'm also thinking about myself, because I'm not gonna, because guys, this is like rule one of when you're talking about stuff like this. Never try to ascribe anything onto the person you're talking about with. I would never assume what Angus is or wants to be or has been, because I'm not your brain. I'm not gonna assume. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychotherapist or shit like that, right? Like I'm never gonna armchair psychology you. I'm just trying to make
all the time, and it's fun.
No, it's funny if you're doing it as a bit, but you see, Angus, again, if like that person in the Discord, if they don't know you're doing a bit, they think you're real. and then that can hurt someone's opinion of you, or hurt people. You know?
How I interact with people depends like entirely on how I psychoanalyze them.
Schneek is actually on another level. He's on a higher level than me of comprehension. Joe going deep in thoughts while Angus walking around the room smiling is so funny. I'm not going, this is going to be great on the VOD. I know what he's doing, chat. Angus is my friend. I know he fucking does this all the time, but I think he's saying things of substance. I genuinely think, and maybe you think I'm crazy because you think I'm like delving into something that isn't there, but to me there is. And I think there's value sometimes, you know, even if it's based off a lie, you know, like you weren't trying to do that, but I feel like I've genuinely gathered knowledge I didn't have before, like introspection, you know?
Yeah.
Are you an introspective guy? I want to get more into you just specifically because I think you're interesting. Are you not?
No.
You seem introspective from what you've said today to me, is my read. I don't know if it's true.
No. I don't think about anything at all.
You don't think like, oh,
no.
I should say that because you say no to that, but like, are you like, well, no, you play piano, so I know you're definitely like, you have to have some sort of, you know.
I'll play piano.
You know,
yeah, a little bit.
Do you want me to pull? You want me to pull up my phone?
Yeah, but it's like that's
Yeah?
I haven't played piano
There's like
since
6 videos. Yeah, you've sent me. So you don't play piano, right?
I haven't played piano since then.
You're full of shit.
I haven't.
I think your life goal is just to make me look insane.
It's up there.
When actually is the last time you played though? Honestly,
like 6 months ago. No, the last
Dang.
time I played the Smash tournament when I played like for that brief second, and then it was like 6 months before that.
Yeah, so you literally just lied to me because you even caught yourself in your own lie because you played at the tournament. You played at Mad Turkey.
I forgot about that. Sorry, that doesn't count because it wasn't playing to like improve. It was playing for. Show you what was up because Joe wouldn't play the piano.
Dude, you know what's funny? Speak of the devil, I actually am taking lessons again. I just started again. I'm actually starting to play. I actually miss piano a lot. I think why this topic.
Are you Mad Turkey or are you gonna bitch out again?
Do you want me, Angus? You want to hear me play a Sonatina on a fucking out of tune piano?
He was in tune. That other kid was busting up. What's that kid's name? The guy that has the shirt that says like "Yo, bro, let's smash" or whatever.
Is that actually what it said? I think it was or something. Why are you walking around the room a lot? Do you have to get water?
I like to walk around. We're gonna keep going.
Oh, word. Okay, dude. Are we just going into your house? Can I get a tour of that? Can I get a tour? No. Oh, damn. Are you the only one home right now?
No, my whole family is here.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Should I say hi?
I mean, sure. Can I see your brother though? Because you haven't talked about him. Talk about your brother. He used to play with you. He doesn't play anymore.
Which one? I have 2 brothers.
Does he still play Melee? Does he play Slippy?
No.
The brother who came with you, the Marth player.
Nope.
He doesn't play.
He
He doesn't play anymore. That's crazy. So I remember that's
years ago because he never played it to begin with for the most part. Mostly just me.
He just came to hang out because you guys are just like chilling and stuff. I can respect that.
He was yes.
That is how you learn the Marth matchup. Because Chad, in case you don't know, like this guy is legit. Everyone still talks about. I'm gonna drop his name. Hopefully he doesn't get mad. John Melvin, like Angus, like dumbing up at this one tournament, like 4-stocked him, and then Yale was like, "Holy fuck, did you see that shit?" And it was like, "Yeah, man, like, yeah."
It was bad.
Oh, yo, but no, it was crazy. The fact that you did that at that time, I was like, man. And I play Falco Marth, and I am pretty booty at it. I'm not gonna lie.
Easy.
I don't know how to do it very well.
It's easy. You just Marth. Every time you're scared of Marth, he's probably in a bad spot. Marth sucks at the ledge, and he can't do shit. Like Marth can't do shit like half the time. Just like hit him when he can't do shit.
Yeah, people just don't have good pressure on shield because I feel like I get shield grabbed all the fucking time.
You don't even have good pressure on shield. They just like wait till they like do something. Like wait till they're like running away. What are they gonna do? When you're behind Marth, he can't do anything.
It's true. When he's in, especially if you get him in shield, like you hit his shield or something, like you're fucking big chilling.
In the air, he can't do anything. You can just hit him for free.
It's like
Marth's
true.
in the corner. He can't do anything.
Marth is just...
sucks. He's gonna sit there and shield grab. If you bait the shield grab or you bait the F smash, you just kill him.
Yeah, and most Marths love those moves. Those are like the most favorite moves of like all Marth players and Marth awesome players. What?
I'm a Marth hater.
You're not a Marth. You're a Marth hater?
I don't think Marth's that good.
That's actually rare. I feel like out of a lot of species, like that's definitely something that isn't. It's like refreshing to hear, you know.
Honestly, the thing that's 2665 said it best, or maybe it was me, and 2665 was agreeing with me. It was one of those two things.
Mm-hmm.
But Uh, the reason Falco is so bad against Marth is because Falco players are such babies that they cry and have a hissy fit every time they play Marth, and they like don't actually try. Oh no, that was Dan. He said that.
Yeah.
I was too. Yeah, is that they just have hissy fits and they just cry, and they don't actually like care, and they lose. They go, I knew it. It's like
it reaffirms them.
Self-fulfilling thing.
Prophecy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're just cringe.
I actually super agree with that. The funny thing is, I don't even like. I'm not good at the matchup, but I actually don't mind Falco Marth. I actually find it kind of fun because I do think like most Marths don't know how to deal with laser anyways. Like they just try to spam dash dancing, then you just shoot them, and then it's like damn, and then they still don't know what to do, and then they get scared. But like, again, a lot of times you can also just like hit Marth, and like if you do like a really like. It's all about spacing's the name of the game with Marth. At least I say on the shield, because if you space well on their shield, then they can actually do some stuff. So, like, yeah, I get my ass beat by Jess, so I can't really talk about it. Oh no, count. Yeah, sorry.
Jess doesn't exist. They're simply just a figment of our collective imagination.
Yeah, if I imagined a Marth that can just kill me in like fucking 2 seconds, I definitely think that's the case.
Existed.
Man, you definitely just got me deep in my brain there. Holy fuck, I think I'm having a headache right now. Oh my god, I thought too hard there. Huh? No, Jess, they did not make me think that hard. No, like fucking just our whole talk of identity and then being involved in the community, like
pseudo-intellectual ramblings that were all just nonsense. And
pseudo.
Spent all of your brain power trying to process them into coherent thoughts.
I think there were some. When I review the VOD, I think there's more that you think. I think so. I believe. Mm-hmm. I think also one thing that has helped me with my, my academic endeavors, if you will, is that you really just have to have the confidence to. Yeah, it's probably why I really do enjoy writing over drawing, because. Because here's the thing, I've been reading this book recently. I've been reading because I'm an apprentice mediator for mediation services, and I actually do.
Stilton.
Sorry.
The book by Geronimo Stilton.
But no, the apprenticeship.
Is it by Geronimo Stilton?
No.
I don't want to hear about it.
And teachers don't love this guy. Yeah, this is terrible form. Angus would get his ass beat by Kyle in a boxing fight.
Not a chance to see these hands.
Dude, you're too skinny, man. You gotta go to the gym, man. You want to be Kyle? Have you seen Kyle, dude? Have you seen Kyle? Dude, Kyle is shredded, man. The guy's massive. Plus, I know his form because he punches me all the time, so I'm used to it.
Joe, I could outlift you, I guarantee it.
Yeah? How tall are you again?
I'll get into that. I can still outlift you, I guarantee it.
Well, how tall are you?
A lot shorter than you. How tall are you?
That's what I thought.
Okay. I can guarantee I'll outlift you.
Oh, yeah. You can?
Yeah.
Well, actually, are you much of a runner? I think Angus has an advantage over Kyle. I think Angus would, if it was a street fight, Angus has the advantage because he'd do some cockamamie shit. But like, if we're actually in a real, like, there's rules and stuff, like Kyle wins 100-0. I don't think there's a universe he loses.
Kyle comes after me. I go, "Oh, hey Kyle, nice to see you." What's that over there? He turns away. Fight's over.
Fight's over immediately. You're just gonna sucker punch him. Actually, honestly, I want to see this fight too. I want to see a street fight with Angus. Put on the boxing gloves. Would you street fight Kyle?
Who?
Kyle.
Who's that?
Oh, you're bitching out already? Come on. You can't. I've seen you talking trash to Kyle.
Yeah.
Bandito. I can arrange the fight, dude. I can make it happen.
Is he a bug?
Is
I'll
he
squash a bug. I will grind him into ant paste on the pavement.
Yo, he's gonna see this, dude. This is getting posted, man.
I don't care. Kyle, I'm gonna squash you.
Let's go.
In between my index finger and thumb. Squish you.
That's him. That's him right there, right?
I know quickly this is devolving into just like how I'm just taking this less and less seriously as time's going on.
I think, to be fair, knowing you, this is par for the course, and I'm actually okay with this. You know what? This is, man, you gotta be. I'm proud of me right now. I'm so proud of me.
What?
I just think I think this mustache makes you a different person, dude. I feel like I have much more.
For you.
What? Sorry.
Who?
For me. Oh, it's actually a nice PC setup. Oh shit.
I don't want to dox where I live. People are gonna come kill me.
I don't think they will. Don't worry.
You see that setup is bad. You can see it.
The what?
My name's Jeff.
Yeah. This is. I literally think I got everything I paid for. If I paid for this, I got all my money's worth.
Okay, what do you want to talk about now?
I think we're near the end of it.
You give me like 5 minutes, I'll be serious again. You just gotta let me go to the bathroom and stuff. That's why I walk around.
No, I actually think I actually am very happy for how this went today. I feel like we actually had a really good talk. I feel like the funny thing with you is like
I feel like Joe, what do I have more to say?
No, dude. I feel like we have 5 minutes of some of like the best conversation I've ever had with someone. That's 50 minutes of you walking around your room with the camera, and then it's like 1 minute of you saying something seriously, and then you're fucking around for like 20 minutes.
It's probably like 50-50.
But honestly,
what? What?
Just the lighting is perfect. It's so funny. I love the lighting right now. And there we go. Oh, it's better. It's because you got like the sun like right up. That camera's right up to your face. That chat. I think this one's better because short and sweet. I think we've been going for an hour though. I think like hour and 12. So I think we're good for now. But yeah, I think we're gonna hop off here because my man has to go to the bathroom. And I actually really appreciate today. That was a really good talk. I actually enjoyed that.
What's going on? You cut me off short here, pal?
Well, I know it's been an hour and 12. That was the last one I did with Mr. Duff too. I just think personally we've peaked, and I think if we keep going, it's just gonna go downhill. So I think I'm making the executive decision. We're cutting it here.
Oh yeah, if you want to,
shout out your socials, by the way, for the people. I'll put in the chat.
Okay, sure.
Mm-hmm.
My Discord is Angus, and that is all I have.
Angus on Discord. You heard it here first. It's par for the course. I put it in the chat. Angus, is that actually your name on Discord though? You just look up Angus, right?
Yeah, my name is Angus.
Okay, good. Because
actually, no,
different names.
Don't tell them.
Don't tell them. Oh, dude, it's too late. I just doxed you. Sorry, bro.
I do not have any other social other than Discord.
Do you have Instagram? Are you sure you don't want people follow you on Instagram? Or...
I don't have Instagram, Joe.
Do you not have Insta at all? Man, you live under a rock. That's crazy.
I don't have anything, Joe.
You have nothing? No Twitter?
A BlackBerry.
You know what's funny? I actually don't think you have Twitter. At least I've never seen you post on Twitter.
I don't have anything. I don't know what you're talking
about. For some reason, I think you're lying, but yeah, you don't actually have Twitter. And you probably have Facebook. You probably got rid of it, though, I assume.
Fucking Facebook. Look up Angus Redacted, which is my last name.
Isn't it Morin?
It's not. Yeah, sure. Look up Angus Morin on Facebook. You won't find me.
But that's you. I think I've seen you. I can look it up right now. Do you want me to look it up right now?
Go for it.
Yeah? Oh, I don't have Facebook, so I can't.
I don't have any. Joe, I don't have any socials.
You sure? I mean, I can look it up right now. Like, I'm pretty sure I've seen you on Facebook.
I should school you about how primal living is epic and based, and how modern society is hell on the human psyche.
You just put a bunch of words together. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah?
Yeah. You want to talk about
it? No, I think we'll save that for Reddit. I think they need their talking points.
No. Let me tell you something, Joe. Okay.
What? He put the camera further away.
What?
No, I like you're telling a point. You're like, listen here, bitch, and you put the camera further back.
Told you one time. I'm gonna tell you 2 times.
Actually, I love Angus so much. You know what? Actually, this will be the one thing I do as an apology. I will laugh or put a react on your next Discord comment. I promise. I will not tell you it's funny in private. I will not bitch out. I will. You post something, I'll comment on it. I'll call you a piece of shit or something, but I'll comment on it. I'll give you interaction.
Before I leave,
yeah,
the internet if you use the internet as your social outlet, that's bad. You're just gonna become an unhappy person. Buy a bicycle, okay? Ride your bicycle. Don't worry about anything on the news because the news is all lying. Don't go on the internet. Move to the woods. Right?
Can you point it on the map? Tell them the map where they have to go. Show them. Show them. Yeah. Show them the woods. Where are they going? Where are they going?
You can probably go anywhere.
Yeah, but like what if I want to go somewhere? Point it to me.
No.
I mean, no. You have a map, dude. What good is a map if people can't know where to go?
Stupid. I was being serious, and you're ruining it for me.
Being serious? Move to the woods?
No, I'm being serious.
Yeah.
Yes, humanity's over-reliance on the internet is terrible.
Is it?
In 50 years, yes. In 50 years, human beings will look back on TikTok as the worst thing that ever happened. Instagram, cringe-stagram. Don't worry about it.
What about Facebook?
No, Facebook is stupid.
Twitter?
No, Twitter. See, if this is a real conversation you want to get into,
no. Literally the last thing I want. I think it's okay. You have to use the bathroom. It is fine. I think if we go on, I have a feeling you've gone for 2 hours, and I don't think I'm ready for that.
Why? Was it?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Okay.
Save it for Reddit, dude. Which I know you have.
Reddit? Fuck out of here. I'm serious, Joe.
I know you're serious. That's why I'm not giving you the opportunity at the moment. We'll save that for another time. I promise. I promise. Genuinely, thank you. Okay. But say bye to Angus. Oh no, we left.